Hi everyone, I'm here with the brand new Kindle Fire HDX 8.9 inch tablet. Had this device for several days now, and I've been using it non-stop, and I have to say it is the best tablet I've ever owned. Much better than the iPad or the iPad Air or the iPad Mini, as well as the myriad of Android devices on the market. If you're looking for a great way to consume and interact with Amazon's seemingly endless ecosystem of entertainment content, this is a great way to do it. So let's jump in and I can explain more as we go. So the first thing that you'll notice about this device is that the screen is beautiful. It has an exceptional pixel density of 339 ppi. And basically what that means is that the resolution is significantly better than it is on an iPad. It also has perfect 100% sRGB color accuracy, reduced glare dynamic image contrast, and improved brightness for better viewing in any lighting condition. So whether you're inside or outside, this will be much easier to watch video on or just read a book on than previous tablets. So let me show you exactly what it looks like. So here's Jack Reacher, starring Tom Cruise.
How do you figure? But once I take out the leader, which is you, I'll have to contend with one or two enthusiastic wingmen.
As you can see, the picture quality is fantastic, the audio is crisp, and with the X-ray feature you can just tap right onto an actor in the film in any given scene. If you're curious as to what other movies or TV shows they were in that are available on Amazon, you can find them and tap it right there. You can either add that to your watch list or go straight to that video to view more details. But in addition to that, there's also trivia and music. So what trivia is on IMDb, people upload little different interesting facts about films. And you can go on here, and if you want, you can jump to the scene that they're referencing. Or you can also check out music. So if there's a song in the film and you're not sure what it is, but you really like it, you can just tap the music tab and it brings you here where you can find the songs on Amazon's MP3 store. Or you can jump to the scene where that song is playing. So just really great stuff. And it's a great way to expand on the popular X-ray feature. This device also has a powerful quad-core Snapdragon 800 processor running at 2.2 GHz, which is over 3 times the processing power compared to the previous generation of Kindle Fires. Plus, it has the latest generation graphics and 2 GB of RAM, which basically means it's a gaming beast. So let's tap on Asphalt 8 Airborne, just to give you a sense of what it looks like and how quickly it moves. Now to give you a point of comparison, I played this game on the Fire HD 7 and it paled in comparison. So just real quick, I'm going to show you what this game looks like. As you can see, just this detail on the camera is fantastic. The vibrant colors of the cars, the reflections off the asphalt, it's just beautiful. Just really, really impressive stuff here. And then if you want to multitask, you can, because the new operating system allows you to do so. So instead of having to go back to the home screen every time, you can just go right here and go straight where you want. And speaking of that, let's go to the new Silk browser, which they recently updated. And because there's a faster processor, everything loads much faster. So if you go to CNN, within just a few seconds, boom, the full page has loaded. It's just phenomenal. And you can easily jump around. And check out the additional content. What a strange web page this is. Alrighty, so that's that. Now, also worth noting is that this has the new Fire OS, meaning the layout is a little different. The carousel is still here and as snappy as ever. But now, down here is your home screen. You can add as many icons as you want down here, or you can remove them, or you can drag and drop them, so you can change the order around, whatever you like. Multitasking is now enabled, and just different menus have been cleaned up so they look much sleeker than they used to before. This device also has the Mayday button feature, where you can swipe down here, you can tap Mayday, and by doing so, you just hit connect, which I'm not going to do right now. Check out my separate video about the Mayday feature. And by tapping that, you are connected to on-screen support, live support, from an Amazon Kindle customer service representative. They can help you with anything you need help with. But the cool part about it is you can see them, but they can't see you. They pop up in this little square in the bottom right corner. You can drag and drop it wherever you like. And if you're asking them a question about something, they have, almost like in football, they've got this on-screen marker that they can circle things to let you know, tap this, tap that. Or if you really want their help, they can remotely access your device and tap the buttons for you. So they can see everything that's happening on your screen. They just can't see you. They can only hear you, which is very, very cool. And even better, once you tap connect, you are connected with a representative within about 15 seconds or less. It's really a nice service. I've used it multiple times so far, and all the people are polite and very accommodating, and willing to help however they can. So it's a great evolution in the customer service experience, and I believe that other companies are just going to have to follow suit. Whether it's Apple or Samsung or whoever, they're all going to have to do this. This will eventually become a standard form of service because people are going to expect it. And it's great that Amazon is leading the way when it comes to that. Also worth pointing out is the battery life. So, like many tablets, this device can last for many hours. If you're doing all sorts of things on it, watching TV shows, surfing the web, doing email, Facebook, whatever, it can last up to 11 hours for mixed use, and 17 hours for just strictly reading. And speaking of reading, let's jump to that. So, if you are reading a book here on the device, let's just tap on one. It's very similar to the previous Kindle Fires. You have the text-to-speech, which is nice and sounds pretty good.
Preface. Good. Are they all gone? Just checking to make sure we've gotten rid of the non-believers. This book I sent you for them.
Well,
So,
she had a little trouble with the word isn't, but other than that, she sounds pretty good for being a robotic reader. And then you have all sorts of options when it comes to adjusting the margins, the line spacing, font size, typeface, all sorts of good stuff that you can adjust on here. And then, similar to X-ray for video, you also have X-ray for books. So this book doesn't support it, but what X-ray is for a book is it will tell you how often does a character's name appear in the book, and it'll also incorporate information from Wikipedia and Shelfari, and just additional information that could be useful to someone trying to learn more about the book and different meanings behind the themes, characters, and topics. So it's just it's a good way to educate the reader without them having to leave the book so they can learn more. As you heard earlier, the speakers on this device sound great, and they are Dolby Digital Plus audio and 5.1 multi-channel surround sound. Also, another thing worth pointing out is that similar to the previous device, you have access to all your Audible content. So if you're an audiobook aficionado like myself, you can listen to the content straight from here. And it's also synced up with your other devices. So if you're listening to this book on your phone, but you want to pick it up on your Kindle Fire, it will pop up and say, the furthest listened to location was chapter 2 on Michael's iPhone. Do you want to pick up from there, yes or no? So it's your choice. So it just has a seamless wireless integration of devices, and it's really well done. And then, of course, you have access to Amazon's music store. But something that they added that is definitely worth pointing out is with the music this time around, they added the lyrics. So if you're listening to a song and you're not sure about what the lyrics are, but you'd love to sing along to it, a lot of popular songs come up here now. And you can tap on the lyrics to jump ahead. Very cool. And it's very smart on Amazon's part to incorporate that, because there are many times when people aren't sure what the lyrics are to a song, and they just really want to know. And again, it's about making that content readily accessible instead of forcing the user to go out and find it. Another thing worth pointing out is that in addition to having this camera on the front, which the previous version of the Kindle Fire had, on the back of it is an 8 megapixel camera, which is comparable to the iPhone 5. And it's also capable of recording 1080p HD video, which is great for people who are interested in doing that. Personally, I don't understand the point in recording, using a device such as this one for photo or video, because it's kind of large. I mean, it's light and easy to use, but to me it's much more convenient to use a smartphone. But for people who either don't have a smartphone or just prefer a tablet, it's good to know that you can do that with this device. And then, lastly, I want to point out the new Origami cover, which is what this device is sitting in. The Origami cover is awesome. It's very cool. It's magnetic, so you just pop it in and pop it out. So the device just sits in it, like so. And you can fold it shut, similar to a smart cover for an iPad, but it covers the back of the device as well as the front of the device. So you don't need to worry about the back of it getting roughed up, because this nice hard case is on it. And it doesn't add much heft to the device, which is great, and it's got a nice grip to it. So that's what that looks like, but here's how it folds up and why they call it the origami case. So what you do, and I seem to never remember how to do this, is you fold this up here. Like so. Boom. So you fold it that way, right? And then you let it catch on the back, and there it is. And you can either sit it like that, or you can sit it like this. Or if you prefer, you can flip it over and sit it like that. And then once you're done, you just undo it, flatten it out. Again, that's connects like that. There you go. So that's how that works. And then, if you want, you can slide it up to use the camera, while still keeping it inside the device itself. And then just slide it back down when you're done. So that's the origami case, which is great. And in case I didn't point it out, this device is incredibly thin, and that is one of its best features. In addition to having a gorgeous display, it's the thinnest and lightest tablet I've ever used. So, as you can see here, it's just incredibly thin. And it's exceptionally light. I mean, it is the lightest tablet of this size that I've ever experienced. It is less than a pound. It comes in at 13.2 ounces to be exact, which is 34% lighter than the previous generation of Kindle Fires. So please check out my other videos about this device, but bottom line is this. The Kindle Fire HDX 8.9 inch tablet is the best tablet on the market for the money. This device right here, without special offers, goes for a little under $400. Now, you can't beat that because it's 16 gigabytes. The display is gorgeous. You get all the great stuff I just discussed, and it's just a top-of-the-line entertainment consumption device for lovers of all things Amazon. So please check out my other videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this is useful. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.